Me and my friend decided to play the Ouija board one night. We didn't have a traditional board like you get in the stores, so we had to improvise. We grabbed some paper and began writing out the letters and numbers and all the typical things that come on a Ouija board. We finished the board, grabbed a water bottle cap, and turned off all the lights, and lit one candle and placed it by the board. We waited until midnight, of course, to add to the creep factor. We began asking the typical questions that you always ask, but no response. 10 minutes go by, and still nothing. We're getting pretty aggravated at this point because we wanted results. We joke around and come up with the bright idea to draw a small pentagram on the back of the paper. We began asking questions again, but for the first couple of questions, it didn't move. But eventually, it started answering questions, calling itself TJ or JT. No idea who that could be. After a couple more questions, we kept asking it if it was good or bad, but it would never answer the question. And it finally got mad and slid the bottle cap away from our hands. We stepped back nervously and decided to go for a walk. It's past 1 a.m. at this point, so my street was silent. As we were walking and talking about what had just happened, the streetlight right above us dimmed. We walked faster for sure, and kind of joked it off, and then the light in front of us dimmed. We walked even faster and kept pushing through. When we started getting close to my house, my friend looks toward me and tells me to look at my neighbor's yard, and when I look over, his yard lights that were lined up his walkway all flickered in a row one by one. We then sprint home and try to get to bed and stop thinking about the events of that night. But for my friend, it was only the beginning. Over the next few days, he started seeing random glimpses of things in his peripheral vision. As time went on, he saw them more often, and he describes them as black shadow figures that he could never really get a good look at. Eventually, he would also start seeing things in his dreams. An average height figure in a white dress, always standing a few feet away from him. The face was always pitch black. No eyes, no face, just pitch black. But everything around the girl was always light. The dreams were never filled with darkness. The girl haunted his dreams and the shadow figures his days for over 3 months, until one day, it just stopped. He has no idea why. He says he's just grateful it did stop before it got worse. We opened a gate that day, and I'm not sure if we closed it. If you enjoyed this story and you want to see more, then subscribe and hit the bell notification so you don't miss another video from me.